Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's Hearthstone Challenge time.
And I'm here as well, Briarstone.
Yeah, we figured we'd just play a little bit of casual Hearthstone here. Lost my train of thought for a second.
It's okay. It's not a usual thing. We haven't really played too many games together as well as recorded, so this is a little bit, it's going to be a little awkward, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go along.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I'm going to challenge you, sir.
Okay, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, no. I thought you was going to chicken out last moment. Now here's the thing. Do I want to actually play a deck that's good, or do I want to go and finish some of my quests?
Play a deck that's good first, and then we can, start messing around.
Okay. How about some... Well, you just saw my mage last time. Let's try... I'm going to do my druid. I guess we're locked in now, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah, I can tell you what I'm doing. Druid! What are you? Uh-oh.
I picked my rogue deck.
I fell prey to this woman several times before.
Something like that.
I haven't seen your new one, though.
That probably hasn't changed all that much.
Valera Malfurion.
Malfurion.
I must protect both.
I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to keep a card. I just don't know if it's going to be useful. I'm going to keep it, and you'll probably see it later. Oh, you know, it might work out. It might just work out in my favor.
I'll keep my starting hand. Looks fine.
You didn't have to mulligan at all?
No. You gotta resist the urge to squelch you.
How's that for an opener?
Kind of gross. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a bit leprous, I think.
Let's see. I don't have anything too good to do here. Oh, whatever. I'll just backstab.
That's okay. I still do 2 damage.
Yep.
And I got rid of it.
I went card for card, but I took 2 damage out of the deal.
Yeah. It's not bad. Hey, look what I got.
Yeah, I know. I'm just weirded out not sitting around describing what I'm going to try and do with my cards. That's the weird part.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because that's typically what you do.
I'm usually, just describing all the time.
Well, no. Be my guest. Tell me all the things.
Yeah, I'm not sure that'll work out as well if you're listening to the same things that I am saying.
Oh, come on. That'd be too terrible.
And I'm not quite smart enough to play the game properly and simultaneously make up and describe things I don't have and be faking you out the whole way along. I can't keep those 2 games going in my head.
Where shall I strike?
That is a large guy for this stage of the game.
Yeah. And you can't backstab him. Oh, you can hit him with your dagger. Be my guest.
Yeah, I could do that.
What do you have? Do you have something else? An archer? Him!
Agent 00SI7.
I see that.
He's feeling real good because he pretty much just killed your innervate.
That's true, actually.
You got rid of a knife juggler. Nobody likes them anyway. Oh, some savage kung fu.
A little bit. I don't know if that was a good play. I just didn't like the fact of the SI7 going unpunished.
That's okay. I like how far ahead in cards I am, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Here's one of the few things that I've swapped in my deck.
Things are not looking... I need some creatures is what I need right now. And that's not the one I need.
Yeah, your problem is that because of the innervate, you don't have a lot of anything.
Yes.
It's hard because it's so strong. When you especially you go innervate and coin, you put out a 5-cost creature when you should have only had 2 mana. It's insane.
Yeah.
But it can go wrong because it is 1 less card in your hand, and then later in the game when you draw the other one, that's also 1 less card in your hand.
I did that right. Never mind. I was thinking it through, and I'm like, well, I did that wrong. No, I did that right. I'm saving it. I will take the hits. I'll do some rope-a-doping.
Okay. You will take some hits.
How many? I was talking about just the one. Oh, wow. Okay, well then, Ow.
That is a lot of Yeti in play right now.
Yeah.
So whip up your Druid 5 damage AoE and all will be well. Oh wait. So how many of the cards in your hand would be really great if you still had your Innervate?
None actually.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
No big taunt fatties.
Not yet. Not until you have an assassinate. When you have an assassinate, then I'll have it and I'll put it out and you can assassinate it.
I still only have one assassinate in here. The deck is super aggressive. I don't like that I only have one. It feels wrong, but I needed to cut something, and that was one of the things that was not killing my opponent faster.
You know what I can do?
What?
I can do this.
Where shall I strike?
And I can
get 2 for the price of 1.
Do that.
That's a really good play unless I find a way to do 2 damage to it. That's the problem. It's always so hard to decide with the taunt things whether you want to like rely on the taunt to protect. You didn't have a choice this time. It's different. But
no.
Those decisions between whether you like attack the person with the taunt or whether you like attack the minion and kill it, because your guy has taunt, he would have to attack your minion anyway.
Well, yes, no, that's true. But at the very same time, I don't like leaving the minions on the board. I like to try to get some amount of board control.
Yeah, definitely.
Not so much. It's not really that much of a worry when it comes to rogues as opposed to paladins, but still.
I guess I'm gonna. This is so hard. You've got a very difficult choice. Because I could kill your thing and then hit you for 8, but it's really expensive, and I'd be worried about what'll happen later.
Oh, an assassinate.
But, oh well, who wants to plan for the future? That's what I do in real life.
Yeah, no.
In the game, it's all about like smashing your face. Because now, I guess if you play an 8/8 with your 8/8 taunt guy, mine has 8 attacks, so it's actually not that bad. Better than wasting him on a guy with 2 hit points. That's a little tougher.
Make him tougher.
See, that would have been a good thing to assassinate.
Yeah.
That's what I was worried about.
I'm glad I just top decked that, because I think that's the only thing that's going to, drag this out for a couple of rounds more. I don't think I can come back from this, though. And that is a really good card. I actually wish I had that one.
Yeah, I crafted 2 of these. It was about the first thing I did with Dust.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Hit your guy, he's going to have 3 hit points left.
It's
just not so great.
It's enough.
There's nothing else I can do. He's going to get another hit point at the end of your turn, if he's still alive. But
if he's still alive. We'll see how that goes.
We'll see if he wants to risk leaving alive the 4/4 when you have 13 hit points. You could go on offense. Like the hit point gap looks big, but we know that damage can go down really fast. Like, it does not necessarily last.
I have a bit of a conundrum. I got 2 plays. Both are okay. One is potentially better than the other, and I'm not sure if it is. Think it through. Woofa. I could have that and going, or I could do that, and that would be that. I could do that, or I can do that.
A lot of the time, there's a lot of it feels like there should be a lot of Yomi involved, a lot of like deciphering what your opponent will do and trying to predict what they could do if you do this and back and forth like that. Except there's so much randomness because you don't know which cards they have in their deck, and then you don't know which kind of cards they draw. It's just really hard to sort out. So you've got the Treants After Death one. That one's really weird. It does give you more guys. It definitely, if you have a lead, it helps you cement that lead like crazy. But it's such a strange card. I really like the 6-cost one. It just gives you 3 2/2s, and they have charge and die at the end of the turn.
Yeah, that's a strong card. I don't have that one though. Not yet, anyway.
Even with no combos, that thing is really good. And then if you use the Roar, then you get like 12 damage for 1 card.
Yeah, really powerful.
That's 9 mana combo, but still.
Actually, when I was playing against just ranked there before I played you,
Yeah.
that card came in real handy. Because all of my people I recognized were about to... as if.
Nice shot. 1 in 3 chance.
All of my people were about to be dead. Because like the next turn I knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And so what I ended up doing is that I put that card on. And it was brilliant because, well, sure, go ahead. Flame strike my stuff. It's okay. I get 4 2/2s back. It was brilliant.
I hate to shadow step him after he's attacked. Because
Did you just bubble Hearth? That's essentially what you just did. Is bubble Hearth.
Totally. That is exactly what he did. He like bubbles, beats down your guy, and then it's like, oh, too late.
Oh man.
I hate actually doing it that way. It's so much better if I can attack you next turn, then return him to my hand, then attack you again, right? Hit you twice in 1 turn. But
yeah.
At this point, I think it's more important to me to keep him alive against your guys. Well, you're good. He gets up there, like, personal, like, does things the hard way. But I mean, like, it's badass, right? I mean, he doesn't just, like, send out his minions. He's like, no, I'm going to come out here and do friggin' 5 damage to your face, to whatever.
Yeah.
Wham. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what are you doing, sir?
You know, some minions, they call them minions for a reason.
Oh, really nice. Ouch. This is going to be painful.
This should be a good thing for you, because it means I didn't have lethal damage.
Yeah, it does mean that you didn't have lethal, at least.
That was only 2 short, right? If that guy had attacked you instead. But
yeah.
You do have several problems to stop here.
I do. I don't think... you know what I want? Is basically the one on the left. But I can't do that because there's lethal on the board. So if I go for the one on the right, you need to kill the Argent Commander and either the Ooze or my dagger or something. So killing my dagger doesn't help because I just make another one. You basically need them to both die. That helps you a lot. That means I don't have enough damage on the table to kill you. And that's pretty much all I can think of. Yeah. Now I have, what? I have 10 health, essentially.
Yep.
And you have 8.
I need to draw a card that does damage immediately. Anything that does damage immediately will probably kill you, but if I get something that doesn't have charge or just isn't like a damage spell, then you might live to do stuff.
I'm pretty sure I'm toast. I'm pretty sure I'm toast. If you don't kill me in the next 2 rounds, I will be extremely surprised.
Well, it was a near thing. Get in there and fight, maggot.
That's the way she goes. I was trying. You want to do another?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I wanted to try like my good deck on the first one, and it was like, well, some of my other decks are good too, but
yeah.
I wanted to try and get in that early win just because.
Hey, you want to go against the deck that was created by the viewers on Twitch?
If you want, sure.
Hey, no, let me tell you, man, the deck is actually, I'm not going to say it's super solid, but it's so randomly put together that it's weird how many outs I have. Like, I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does, sort of.
But it's just...
Nothing is you can't rely on things, but it's also, that's the thing, like, if you think about it, like, I'm always trying to figure out how I can fit in 2 silence creatures and 2 acid oozes and all this stuff, and sometimes they get cut. But if you can always have like 1 acid ooze and 1 silence creature and another silence creature that's different and all that stuff. If you just play with 1 of everything. The hell is this?
You're saying that as I'm looking at my hand. I thought it was hilarious.
I probably should have mulliganed all 3, just done like the opposite of last game.
You know what? And this time I don't... Well, get rid of that one. Oh, perfect. That's just what I wanted. Who is responsible for that card? Somebody
I like how whatever you discard, it feels like there's about a 50-50 chance that your first 2 cards will include one of the ones that you got rid of.
Right.
And it's all like it's all confirmation bias. It's not true, but it really feels true.
Yeah.
One thing I found out, I'm pretty sure that you can actually, like, even in the mulligan, get back the exact same card that you threw out. I think I experimentally proved that once. I don't know what video it would be in, because I don't watch them all before I put them back up.
Right.
But there was one game where I had Ragnaros in my starting hand, and I tossed him, and I got him back. I'm pretty sure I got him back as the mulligan, like not as the card I drew on my turn. Which, if true, would mean that you can just get back the exact same cards that you threw away.
It's annoying when that happens.
Super annoying.
Alright, so now I have, what, a 3-5 to deal with.
Yeah, but don't worry. If you can just, like, trigger your chickens in rage, then you can kill them.
Well, yes, that would be excellent. Why don't I just do that?
So, it's not Briarstone's fault that he has an angry chicken in his deck.
No, not exactly.
He was doing a live stream, and he went, and he basically just got people to pull numbers, and then went through his book and chose all the cards by, like, numbers 1 through 8.
A random number.
What?
Oh, that was bad. I'm trying to think, do I want to use that for that? I think I do, because that would be a strong card to have.
But you have had some success with it. Like, you've played this deck in
I have.
ranked and won a bunch. Like, more than a couple times, right?
Believe it or not, this deck is probably 50-50. Like, I've been winning just as many as I've lost, honestly.
Cool. Which
is ridiculous. Which doesn't really make a lot of sense. I feel like I should do that, because either one of those is not really any good. However, no, let's do that.
Mind if I roll need?
I could crash my chicken against you, but I don't really see the point right now.
Yeah, I also don't see the point of you doing that. But you're welcome to if you want. This is hard to decide. Loot Hoarder is one of those things. Somehow Loot Hoarder just never makes it into my decks. But I don't understand why, because he's so good.
He's a really good card. The fact he's 2-1 is whatever.
He only costs 2, but he has 2 attacks, so he does just fine, like, not bad. And he draws you a card, which should be awesome, but somehow he doesn't make it in. He is really kind of bad against mages, rogues, and druids. But even then, it's not the worst.
Not exactly bad, though, because, they still have to expend some amount of mana or some resource to get rid of him, right?
Yeah.
And at most, he'll draw out a silence.
Yeah, speaking of which, instead of... Yeah, I could just pay 2 life and draw a card, but I figured I'd neutralize your card instead.
Yeah. I respect that decision. Alright.
It does mean that I don't have an owl now if I need to silence the angry chicken. You get +5 attack if you can just increase his toughness and then decrease it again without killing him.
I still don't see any reason to use them at the moment. I could preemptively just go ahead and hit you, but what's the point?
It's hard to say. It could be worse. The Warlock is... Well, I was going to say the Warlock's less likely to heal, but actually a lot of Warlocks play with neutral minions that heal. The 2-1 for 1 that heals for 2, and the 3-3, like, Undead Farseer guy who heals for 3.
Right. But at the very same time, I just thought of it. Like, if I actually don't, then you could also have that card which does 1 damage and draws you a card, which would be unfortunate.
Yep. Or a Hellfire would kill everything on the board and leave my taunt guy.
Yeah.
Well, you would get back your Harvest Golem back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the way I'm going to play it, because, technically you could certainly have that guy in your hand to heal for 3. That would be super unfortunate. Bloody unfortunate. However.
Yep. Let's see. Draw a card.
Yeah. You're not hurting right now. You may as well. Yeah. And a charge. Excellent.
Yeah, I'll force you to attack my guy. But I'm not doing anything to save him. His time is over. He did just fine.
Yeah, he did excellent.
Ridiculously good. It's a super good first turn play. Like, I love the Voidwalker anyway. As much as he's not very interesting, he's fantastically good. And then if you get the +2/+2 thing, then it's an amazing first and second turn play.
Boom!
Yeah.
what you want.
Let's do it that way.
You don't see the Frostwolf grunt very often. I don't think he's very good. But you didn't have a choice, so...
I did not choose him willingly. Literally was kind of locked in. It's like, what number is this? Oh, really? I had to pick this card.
It just happened that way.
It just happened that way.
How do I want to do this? A couple of very different routes I can... there are at least 3 completely different and conflicting ways I can play this hand, because this is my Suicide Lock deck, so a lot of choices are mutually exclusive in a way that is not normally the case.
Wait, this is your Suicide Lock deck, and you're sitting at 28 health?
It's not suicide in that sense, it's more suicide in this sense.
Oh, dropping the cards, yeah. Although you have card draw, so, you know...
Well, yeah, that's why Warlocks have those things. But yeah, because I play with all the things that discard cards, it hurts now, but in a couple turns, hopefully I'll have dumped my hand, because my stuff tends to be cheaper on average, and then at that point, if I draw one of these guys, he's basically just awesome.
No.
I did leave you some fodder for that. I really shouldn't have, but I don't know.
I feel like I should do... no, I don't want to do that. But
this guy hits for half your life. You got to do something about him.
Oh no! I'm gonna handle it. I think. I think. Oh, I don't want to. I'm thinking this too hard. I should not think this hard because when I do, things go completely sour. No, I think this is proper. Is it? Yeah, this is proper.
I'm going to say yes, although I have no idea what it is. Ah.
And I'll leave it at that for now. Oddly, I have board control, although I don't have life control.
Yeah, it seems pretty functional, though. Do I want to draw a card or just go with these?
That is entirely up to you.
You are at 10. I think I'm just going to empty my hand like this.
Emptying your hands? Yeah, what'd you drop? Okay. Well, that's fortunate for me.
If you had have tried to get rid of my guy in some way and saved your minions, then I would have hellfired them and would have had other problems. But this guy, the Dark Iron was hellfire proof, so that helped out.
Yeah.
Oh, you got that taunt now.
I do, although you still have board advantage. Unless I did that. I mean, I could certainly make sure that your succubus dies.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder.
Or just in case you draw another Hellfire, I could attack your Harvest Golem.
Yeah, because your guy does survive that, although then he would die to the Hellfire.
Right.
You have to worry about that, me drawing a second copy of things. Like, do you even have 2 copies of anything in that deck?
I'm not even sure. I literally don't even know.
The odds are you might have 1 or 2, but it's far from guaranteed. The way you went about it. That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
It
just seems stronger.
Yeah, as annoying as it is to have a functional Harvest Golem out there, it's like, you gotta get rid of that stuff.
Alright.
Okay. This is not ideally what I wanted to have.
No, eh? Yeah. That makes me happy.
Yeah, it does.
Oh. Oh, man. Alright. So, that happens, and then what?
Not much.
No, okay.
Very little happens. You have more cards than I do.
Why do I have that card? Oh, my God. Technically, it would be good, but bad. Like,
so it's not helping you now, obviously, but is it better or worse than the Angry Chicken overall?
Yeah.
You're like, no comment.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Ooh. Very stormy, very windy.
I like it. No, and when you watch this video, if you watch this video, you'll see what card I'm talking about too. Like it's good. It would help me out, but the problem is it also would help you out, and I currently can't afford that.
Yep.
Well then, what are you up to?
This is a tough choice. Like, do I just hit you? And it's not going to work out if I hit you. No, I got to do it this way.
And then what?
Well.
Hellfire?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh!
I could have had you down to 4. I guess I better draw a card. Normally you want to draw the card first, but I knew I was going to use that Hellfire, so I figured it'd be dumb to, I don't know.
Yeah.
It probably should have drawn the card first anyway, and nothing would force me to play it. But I get in that mindset sometimes because so many of my cards make me discard.
Yeah, it's true. That's what happens when you play a Warlock, though. Okay, I'm fixing to play the card I don't like. And you're gonna... I don't like doing this because you're a damn Warlock.
I get lots of cards. Hooray!
Oh my god.
You're gonna see some funny things happen next turn.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't even tell me stuff. Just stop.
I'm not trying to intimidate you. I'm just like issuing a memorandum.
I wanted that taunt.
Oh my god,
photo.
that is not what I planned.
No?
No, turns
like
gonna
that.
go very differently because of what I drew.
Really?
I'm not sure it's better, but it's gonna be different.
Yeah, okay. Am I gonna survive this? Holy shit, no!
Well, that's the thing. I can't really tell you that because it's very random.
Damn, got it.
There you go. You do survive. He doesn't even kill
I
anything
did.
remotely useful.
Oh,
Odds were you would survive. The problem is how do you stop it from happening again and again and again?
No, you can't. You like, I can't.
That's why I do believe they should nerf him. I don't think they should actually change what he does. They should just change his stats to either 8-5, because 5 hit points is still tough. Like, you paid 8 for this guy, and he's kind of random. But at 5, he's still tough, but it's way less indestructible than 8 hit points.
I'm just trying to make my odds better right now.
Well, you made your odds a lot better.
I'm just trying to make my odds a lot better.
Yep.
Okay, so right now I have a 1 in 6 chance of surviving.
Well, let's
See if this happens.
Let's see what I can do to modify the odds. I don't have any Hellfires left. I used them both.
I know, one's already gone due to discard, and the other, well, you've already used it, so.
So we'll go back to my initial plan before I drew Ragnaros.
Which is what? Oh, come on!
You have lots
What?
of cards. I have none. What am I going to do?
I don't know. Just chill out while I figure this out.
That helps a lot. That bought you an entire turn.
That
You
is
get a
the
taunt.
wrong card!
A taunt
Damn
turn
it.
would get you more.
Oh. Alright, do
That guy's overly enthusiastic. He doesn't seem to realize the situation.
I know, right? So, it's Deathwing.
No, actually, he's thrilled because he's like, odds are I'm not going to be the one who dies.
Oh, man.
If you die, he has to just run away.
I am so dead. There's no way I can come back from this. I don't think I could have played it any differently, though. Given the cards that I have. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm dead next turn.
Everything I play is going to be
I'm dead.
unfortunate, but yeah. Oh, you mean what you drew? That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't care about her. She's not the problem.
No. Oh, wait. Okay. I can live next turn, technically.
You get
All
a
I
taunt
need is
totem.
a taunt totem.
It's 1 in 3
So
now.
give
You've
me
already
the
got a
taunt
healing
totem.
totem out.
Ah.
I didn't hear that shieldy ching sound.
No. That's all she wrote. Take it to the face.
Oh, that Mana Wraith would have been good if you'd been able to put him out with your big army. Then Deathwing would have cost 11, and I wouldn't have been able to play him.
Yeah, I didn't have him though. Pretty sure.
I thought that
Cool.
haha guy was a little bit too smug, so I figured I wouldn't give him the chance to run away.
Damn it. Well played. I got one more in me.
Deathwing. I don't know how well
Yeah.
played, but it was well Deathwinged.
It was well Deathwing. Deathwing got the most kills.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to do one more, or is that it?
Yeah, we could do one more. One more. I got one more in me. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do though.
That's a good question.
I have a very annoying deck. Like very annoying deck.
Yeah. Many of them are.
Let's go for it. I have an annoying deck coming forward.
I don't even know what this deck is like. It's like a deck. But it's different. So we'll do this.
You got a deck and you don't know what the deck does.
I've got a pretty good idea.
Malfurion versus
Malfurion.
Okay.
I will fight with honor.
All right then.
Mostly, I was going to go with Priest, but you said you were playing an annoying deck, and I didn't want it to end up like the Priest mirror match, going on for like 3 hours.
Oh.
What do I do with this? Yeah, keep that one. I don't want to get rid of any of these cards, but they're not, like, doing what I need. Yeah. Oh, so painful. Fine. I better get that card back later.
I feel for you.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, that's the card I wanted.
The light protects me.
Start off annoying. Why not?
Okay.
Do-do-do-do-do.
How do I want to do this?
I don't know. You tell me.
That's a good question. It's a waste if I do this, but such a glorious waste.
Glorious waste, you say.
Yeah.
You have innervate in there?
I don't think it's a good play,
Yep.
but
What do you? What? There better not be a Yeti coming out.
no, I'm just trolling you.
Oh God! I was gonna just you know what? I quit. I'm not playing anymore.
Well, this guy's not that much better than the Yeti, right? I mean, he has one less attack, but he has taunt.
Yeah.
So, unless you were going to give your guy 4 toughness, in which case, yes, he'd be much less annoying than the Yeti. You have a Paladin secret.
I do. What is it going to be? Do you think?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be get down.
That's a well called get down there. Like, all right, so you're not going to.
I would have said I would have tried to make it sound more like the card, but then it would get loud and it would be all staticky.
For the wild.
No. All right then.
Yeah, my Kung Fu was too strong for him. I guess I'll just hit him 3.
He was a brave soul.
He was.
Ow.
He was brave. He was honorable in that honor equals dumb sort of way.
How do I want to do this? I think I'll just go ahead and play that.
Glory to the Sindori.
Yes.
I like it.
That's really large.
Let's see. Do I want to crash against you? It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Like, what am I doing? There's just no reason to do that.
Yeah, I don't see what it would have accomplished.
But it's just one of those situations, right? When you're done with your move, and you're like, well, I'm not technically done. I have one more thing I can do. Do I end it here?
Yep.
And it's a very hard decision sometimes.
It is. This is also a very hard decision. This is that thing, like, with the taunt creatures, it's hard to decide sometimes. Do you count on the taunt to protect things, or do you couch your not couch your things? Do you just cover your butt basically? Do you need more protection, or do you just go with the one taunt thing?
I'll be honest, I always like covering my butt, but everybody's a little bit different.
Yeah. It's actually kind of surprising. You seem more like the going commando type.
Well, I do that in life, but in games.
Yeah, that's like what I said. Like, I like in real life, I like to plan for the future, but in the game, I'm like, kill him, go for the face. So in the game, you like to cover your butt, but in real life, you like to go commando. Feel the breeze in your canyon.
Yep. Let's see.
Not on my watch.
Boom!
That is not what I wanted to see.
Move it! Also...
That's not very nice either. Well, there's that. That's not so bad.
Although you have card advantage currently.
Yeah.
Your 5 versus my 2. I should start using more of my little recruits.
Okay, so I got Two ways I can do this. I could go That doesn't seem to work out as well as the other way. Okay.
Sounds like you're playing in a symphony over there. You go, nah.
No, I'm just explaining it to anyone who's watching the video from my side, but isn't on a need-to-know basis with, like, the cards in my hand. So
I was hoping that my knight would survive a little longer than that. But that's fine.
For the crusade!
Swipe's still just about my favorite card. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's about my favorite card that kills minions.
Yeah.
Just the best.
It is a really good card.
It kills a big one. It kills a bunch of small ones. If you have spell damage, it's crazy. It can still target the enemy if I needed to burn you down and hit you for 4. It does that. It's awesome.
Well, it's like every other card with the Druid set. I mean, the Druid cards are just there to be versatile. They're there to give you multiple options.
Yeah, they're fantastic. Okay.
Although I just thought of something. With this swipe, does that scale with magic damage?
Yes, that's what I mean. It's crazy if you got the spell damage.
Holy, I never actually gave that any
AoE
thought.
for 2, and it's hitting a big one for 5.
That's ridiculous. I never actually gave that any thought.
Alright.
I don't know how viable it would be in constructed, but supposed to try it some point.
Not really what I want to do with my turn, but...
Well, you get a card out of it, so...
Yep. I can't use my mana very efficiently here.
Mm-hmm. So who you killing?
That was a good question. I guess I'll kill the big one. She's gonna hit me anyway.
Yeah, technically. And since you can kill it, why not?
Yep.
Alright then.
It seems like the closest game so far, though.
Oh, do I dee-dee-dee-dee-dum dee-dee-do.
I've got more cards, but you've got more stuff in play. Oh, you've got a lot more life all of a sudden.
Yes, certainly.
These are not the cards I want to have right now, really.
No way?
Not really.
I hate it when that happens. You know what? To make you feel better, I'll launch a rock at you.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll help.
I missed everything, though, apparently. I'll launch another one.
How am I going to do this in a way that doesn't suck? I don't think there is one. I think I might be dying in about 2 turns.
There's that. Effectively 18 health and...
For the wild.
Ah! That was unexpected.
It hurts.
What are you doing, sir? No!
Nothing
Look
really
at that.
Oh,
Nice.
there's a card I wish I drew this turn instead of for next turn.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a better use of my mana. Probably.
I wonder what do I do here.
You draw things is like exactly the wrong time. Any earlier, it would have been awesome. Later, it might have been better because it's not really helpful right now.
If I did that.
Let me think.
If I did that. Make one of thems.
Your weenies are beating me down.
Alright. Trying to think if this is what I want to do.
I wonder.
No, wait. It is not what I want to do.
Yeah, it's definitely not what
Actually,
you
yes,
want
it
to do.
is.
No, you want to leave him alive. I mean, he doesn't do anything. He's pretty harmless. He's just a kobold, right?
Just a kobold.
Poor defenseless kobold. You should attack him with just your 1/1 guy. You know things are not going well when I start suggesting bad moves to my opponent. Because normally, when things are going well, I'm like, "Wah, do whatever. It is of no consequence." But now it's like, you know that thing you could do that's not that smart? You should try that one.
Yeah. Where's your fatty at? I know you have one.
Oh, that'd be nice, but the fatties aren't going to help me as much right now. Not as much as this guy who would have been awesome last turn.
Oh, him.
Like, phantasm-tastic last turn would have been.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just armor up, and... Tempting to burst your bubble, but I don't think
For
I'm
the
going to take that
wild.
damage right now.
Burst my bubble?
Yeah.
You can be bursting my
If
bubble.
you can silence him, I'm probably just doomed.
Your
Yeah,
magic
probably.
shall not save.
Yeah.
All right, so
Silver moon shall not fall.
That was my last best hope for victory.
now what?
Ah.
You have more cards
Not-
than I do, sir.
Not going for the kill directly. Interesting. Not sure these cards are the best ones to deal with the situation. So I can do that.
The reason I don't like to go for the kill specifically for you is because, well, you have those cards that can turn basically anything into a taunt. And I don't want him to become a taunt again, basically, is all I'm after.
Yeah.
Especially when you can do that, or drop a fatty. Or drop a fatty and then do that next turn or something like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
See, this card is not going to help me. This one, I could do it. I could do that, but it's not the greatest. Got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 damage on the board. That's pretty rough. I hate this because it doesn't feel very efficient, but whatever. Heal myself. And
Well, that would keep you alive.
use some bite jutsu.
Oh, that would really keep you alive.
Well, sort of.
Well,
I don't really gain
technically
the...
you just lost all that again, so that's
Yeah, I
fine.
don't really gain the armor from it. It's just it lets me kill that guy without taking damage. A swipe would have been 1,000 times better.
Truth is my shield.
I would seriously just play with like 6 swipes if I could.
Reporting for duty.
Because it is the best thing.
Hmm.
I don't know what I can do now. Oh, that would have been good earlier too. One of the many things that would have been much better earlier and is kind of too late now.
Sounds like you're getting your cards in the wrong order there.
I would say so. Now I can do that. And then I only have 2 mana left. That's not really going to help, is it?
Hmm.
What to do?
Yeah. That's cutting it a little close.
I don't know. Do you play with heals? I don't. Well, I mean, healing cards, you know, minions
I
that
don't-
heal, that's fine, but...
I don't. Yeah,
actual
I generally
cards-
I will not play with any card that just does healing,
Yeah, I mean...
and I don't even use the. I don't like the mage card that gives 8 armor. It's the same thing. It's a secret.
Yeah. I
That
don't-
one, because it's a secret and because mages have cards that interact with secrets, you might find some use because it would fool people. But no, I don't like that.
Oh, like the ethereal,
Yeah, the ethereal
Arcanist.
can get pretty strong.
Arcanist.
Although even then, I'd get some of him if I had more secrets. I have an ice block, which is awesome, and it combos with him because the ice block doesn't go off until you die, so it's always there for the ethereal.
Mm-hmm.
That's not solving my problem right now, though. My problem right now is that you're going to kick my ass. I need you to not kick my ass. But I don't see how this is going to turn into not kicking my ass. If I do that, I'm going to get hit for 7. That's no good.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. 6. No, I don't see what else I can do.
Options. Oh, the options.
Options, but they're no good. There are many times earlier in the game I think that would have been useful. So then we're going... Oh, I can't do that either. I was thinking of doing that, but it doesn't work. Oh, boo.
Well, technically, you can still...
I can armor up, but
Armor up.
I can't kill your 3/1 guy, which would have been handy. Just in case I survived the turn, it would have been handy. If I don't survive the turn, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. I'm saying Blessing of Kings. Oh, it's Avenging Wrath. Ouch. I need some of those. That thing is awesome.
All right.
It's up there with Bite. It's still no Bite, but it has its own uses.
That's pretty good. It's a bit more random. That's the problem.
It's 1,000 billion times more random. If that's
Yeah.
what you mean by that. Yep.
Well, GG. You won, what,
GG.
twice? I won once? I'm okay
Yeah, but
with that.
you went out on a strong note, though.
Yeah.
In the first game, I was using my ranked deck, and
No.
then the second game, you were using a deck that was put together completely at random by people on your channel who were mostly laughing at you.
Which did what? It still held up. I mean, it didn't
Oh, yeah.
win, obviously, but it held up. Okay, that's the thing.
It put up a fight,
Yeah.
And then I started dropping gigantic legends every turn.
Yeah.
I won.
Then when you dropped
Deathwing.
well, Deathwing, yeah.
Ragnaros was scary because it had a chance to kill you every turn.
Yeah. So I'm just like, let's just make my chances better. And then Deathwing came in. It's like, oh well, game over.
It was the tag team because Ragnaros makes you want to play all your cards. And then Deathwing eats them. Anyway,
and as a warlock, you don't really care anyway. I mean, typically by the time you drop Deathwing, you're low on cards.
That's the idea. I should only have 1 or 2 cards in my hand at most. Anyway, well, that was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the viewers on my channel saw this. I'll put a link in there to Briarstone's channel. He mostly plays Let's Plays of all kinds of different games, but he usually goes for things with permadeath. Anywhere he can get himself killed. That's what he's looking for.
Yeah.
And always play on hard.
If it's a difficult game, I typically try to play it. Yeah. I like it. But yeah, GG. And I'll do the same on my channel for all of my fellow viewers there on my kingship. I will put a link down in the description box down below, and you can pop on over and see what was going on in Demonac's hand during all of this.
Yeah, and I'll have a link to this video on Briar's channel. So thank you, sir, and good evening.
No problem. Thank you for the games.
All right.
All right, see you later, man.
Later. If you enjoyed this, please activate the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.